Good morning, Calvary Church and friends. Today's devotional is a reflection on John 19:17. And he went out bearing his cross. Oh, let me behold my dear Savior as he takes his last steps upon the way of sorrow. He is weary after having spent a sleepless night of soul struggle and agony. His strength is exhausted from many hours spent in the courtroom and from 3 experiences of extreme torture. His back is bleeding from the scourging, and his robe clings to the open wounds. His head aches from weariness and from the crown of thorns and from the heavy blows from the reed. He is surrounded by a rigid guard and by soldiers. His steps are slow and probably unsteady. His energy is almost spent. Although the road is not long, it seems an endless distance. Every step of the way is filled with unspeakable pain. On his shoulders, there rests a cross. Alas, I can hardly bear this sight, for this cross is not his, but mine. He travels my way of suffering. He suffers my pain. He bears my cross. He suffers my death. How ashamed am I? Dissolve my heart in thankfulness and melt my eyes to tears. Oh Jesus, what amazing love that thou couldst suffer thus. Thy love makes me so small. If I could but fall down and kiss thy feet and sob out my sorrow and thank thee. Would you pray with me? Dear God, what a marvelous image of love this is. So full of pain and so full of sorrow and even gruesome. But because it is a picture of your love, it is beautiful. May we never forget, Lord, the great sacrifice that you made for us, the journey that you took in our place. And as we sit here and we reflect on the gravity of this sacrifice, may we do so in the hope and with the knowledge that 3 days later you did defeat death. And that with this thankfulness and sorrow that we feel now, we know that we can thank you with rejoicing hearts later on. What a wonderful God you are, and we thank you for how much you love us. Pray this in your Son's name.